So, how you been doing, Mandy? You know how to cold call. I bet your business is just taking off by leaps and bounds, right? That's everybody told me what was going to happen. I just want to be open and transparent with you. I know in my videos I'm always chipper and uplifting and positive and encouraging because I want to show you how powerful cold calling can be for your business and how it can really help you because I know that it can firsthand. I have been doing it for years as an ISA or seen the power, that it has. But this video today isn't about that. It's about my own journey transitioning from an ISA to a real estate agent and how it's been difficult for me kind of since I got my license. And I wanted to kind of give you that chronology and let you know that not everything is perfect and happy and chipper, and there are bad days. I became a real estate ISA in May, June of 2017, working remotely outside of my local market. I liked it a lot. I never thought I could sell. I was more of a customer service person, but I liked it. I liked connecting with homeowners that were down and didn't, felt like nobody wants to buy my house, and I liked encouraging them on my calls, and I like the competition, I like the challenge of it and all that. So started off in one market, transitioned to another market and then another market. And, from 2017 to about 2021, I was doing pretty well, earning a salary from real estate agents that were paying me to dial anywhere from 30 to 40 hours a week. I started off at 40 and I realized that was too much, so I scaled down to 30. So I was doing well, but then I realized, you know what, Mandy, you need to get your real estate license because that's where the real money's at. I was capped as an ISA. In September 2021, I enrolled in real estate school and I got licensed in November 2021. December 2021, I joined eXp Realty and I was ready to go. And January 2022, in North Carolina, which is where I'm located, you have to do 90 hours of post-licensing education once you're licensed. You can get your license and be what's called a provisional broker, and you can still transact, but you have more people kind of watching you closely because you haven't done those 90 hours. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do the 90 hours, continue doing my ISA work for my clients, and then once they're done and I've dropped the P, as they say, and I'm no longer provisional and I'm like a full broker, then I'll focus on my business. In May of 2022, I completed all those classes and I was ready to rock and roll. But something dawned on me. When I joined EXP, I joined with a sponsor. That's how you have to come into the brokerage. You have to select a sponsor who was located 2.5 hours outside of my local market. And I was like, I really need some hand holding. I need someone that's local here that could help me like learn and who also knows the market themselves because that's going to help me as I help my clients. And I started thinking, I made a mistake. I should have joined with somebody that was local. I didn't want to be on a team because I know how to lead generate, but I wanted that local feel of someone that I could meet with in person. So the rule is with EXP that if you want to change your sponsor, you have to leave the brokerage for 6 months to do so. And I really liked EXP, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave the sponsor, who's a very, very successful agent, by the way, just not in my market, and I'm going to come back. This was about June or July of 2022. I left EXP, didn't have my license anywhere, thought about joining like a smaller brokerage for a while, but then I'm like, that's not really fair to them. Then they got to train me and get me ramped up, and only for me to turn around and leave. So I decided to do some local ISA work for somebody, an agent. I said, I'm going to go back to EXP. I'm not going to stay with your brokerage. And they said, that's fine, just make the calls for me and everything's good. Well, after working with this agent who's now my partner, I realized, you know what? I like this person and she's really great and she's amazing. And I was like, I'm not going to join EXP again. I'm going to join her brokerage. And that's how I came to be at Real Broker LLC. And I became eligible to rejoin EXP in January 2023, but that's when I pivoted and I went to Real Broker LLC. I think I joined them in February 2023. That leads me to like the last year. So, how you been doing, Mandy? You know how to cold call. I bet your business is just taking off by leaps and bounds, right? That's everybody told me what was going to happen. Well, last year I had some personal things going on in my life that took my time away from working in real estate. Now, what I was really doing well as an ISA for other brokers, I was hitting the phones hard. I was doing 30 hours a week easily. I mean, I was earning a salary and I had to do that. I had to produce on the phones. But for myself, because of my personal obligations that I didn't really see taking me away from work, I wasn't doing those kind of hours. And last year just got it wasn't what I wanted it to be. I did do a deal with my partner, which was great. I did my first sale, but it wasn't the year that I had hoped for. And the reason for that, guys, is simply because I didn't do the work. I didn't get on the phones. I didn't have the time to do it. It just didn't happen. My schedule started clearing up maybe mid to the end of last year, where my personal life started falling more into place, where I could kind of jump back on the phones and get at it. And guess what? I got scared. I panicked. I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to be a real estate agent part-time because I don't know. I don't know if this 100% commission's, good for me. I can't do this. And I got nervous despite the fact that I have the skill set of being a cold caller. I got nervous. Okay. And I want to tell this to you because here I am on this channel trying to inspire you. But I got to be honest about my own journey and let you know how we're in the same boat. I mean, I know how to cold call and you might not if you're just starting out, but at the end of the day, it can be very scary being commission when you're first starting, off just being commission only. And that's where I was at the end of last year. I said, let me get a job full time, like remote, and then I'll just do my real estate on the side. Well, that lasted about a month. And myself and the company decided to part ways. It was kind of customer service type of role. I said, this isn't going to work. I know what I'm doing. I've invested so much time and money into my license. Let me just dig into that savings a little bit more and try to make this work. But I did understand that, what? It felt good having a little bit of money coming in. Let me try to get a part-time job. So that's what I did November, December of last year. I got a part-time job, not taking up many hours per week. I can call my own hours. It fits my schedule. And let me tell you how much better I feel knowing I have some type of money coming in. Trust me, it's not a lot of money, but it's something. And something is better than nothing. And just having that something, I feel puts me more at ease on my phone calls because I'm not hanging on every phone call hoping to get that appointment and get in there and get that listing because I've been doing this quite a bit and I know it doesn't work that way. This is a game of follow up, follow back, follow through. What one of my real estate heroes, Brian Serhan, always says, follow up, follow back, follow through. And that's what this is all about. It's about nurturing. I can't be on every call just, say, I need this, I need this. Having that part-time job is really giving me a sense of, okay, all right, I'm back in the driver's seat. Full-time was too much. I couldn't do anything with real estate, but now I'm part-time. So I want to share this with you guys. Last year was not a woohoo first year agent does 50 deals kind of year. No, I did one deal. I did one deal with my partner and that was it. And I want to be honest with you about that. Now for this year, luckily my personal life is a lot more kind of in control. I've got some things in place to give me the opportunity to make more calls. Even though I'm doing my part-time job, I've got plenty of time. You've got to block out time to make these calls because this is the train of money. It starts at the phone. It starts dialing on your dialer or whatever you're doing. And if you don't do that, the money goes away. What am I trying to do with this video? I'm trying to be honest with you and transparent, but I'm also trying to let you know you got to balance. You got to balance. You got to have some money coming in or some savings so that you have that calmness, that peaceful nature that you need on these calls because it's not about our timeline as to when we need to sell a house. It's when the buyer or seller needs to do so. And we have to be there when they're ready. And we keep following up with them to see when that is. But we got to keep everything balanced, our personal lives and our professional lives. And once we have that in place, now we can really go for it. And that's what I'm hoping to do this year. I've got some systems in place to balance personal with professional. My pipeline is looking really good and I'm working on things with my partner and I feel good about this year. And I just wanted to be transparent with you guys. It's not easy. I've got so much invested time, money, and not to mention I love doing this. Like I love calling people. I love the challenge of being my own boss and having no ceiling on my income. And I'm guessing you do too, and that's why you got into this business. Am I right? Is that why you're here too? If that's the case, Do not get scared. Do not run away. Do not give up on yourself. I challenge you to find your balance, whatever that is, if it's a part-time job, if it's maybe getting a roommate or whatever you need to do. But don't give up on your goals of becoming a successful real estate agent. We can all do this. And I want to let you know that it's not all sunshine and roses when you're first starting out, probably at any point in your career. Thank you for your support on my channel. I thank you for watching my videos. And I just want you to know that I'm struggling too, but I am fighting through it, and I'm going to power through it, and I'm not giving up, and I'm doing what I need to do to get my business moving. And I want you to do the same. And I have not been crying. I've been getting over COVID. That's why I'm a little congested here. So anyway, I hope you're doing well. I hope you've got your goals lined up for the new year, and I'll see you guys